Live from WTVO 17 and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
2 days after a body's discovered in a Roscoe storage unit, police provide the victim's name. Investigators say the woman had been missing for months.
They belong behind bars.
Caught on camera, a Beloit woman speaks out after a team of men rob her in broad daylight. Police have a warning for the suspects.
3, 2, 1, cut.
A Rockford hospital expands operations focusing in on women and children. Staff say the center is equipped for times of joy and tragedy. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Eric is off tonight. We now know more about the death investigation that took place at a Roscoe U-Haul center earlier this week. Investigators found the body of 33-year-old Michelle Arnold Bosigner in the storage unit Tuesday. Police say a missing persons report was filed for the Harvard resident in January. A search warrant for the storage unit was obtained. That's when investigators discovered Arnold Bosigner's body. Multiple police agencies are investigating her death. Anyone with information is urged to contact police. A former Winnebago County corrections officer is arrested after police say she fired a gun at a Rockford Wal-Mart. This happened around 9:30 this morning at the West Riverside location. Witnesses told police they got into an argument with a woman inside the store. When they left, the woman pulled up next to them and fired a round in their direction. Officers later located 65-year-old Arnetta McClinton. She's charged with aggravated discharge of a weapon. The sheriff's office confirms McClinton was once an employee who no longer works there. A near 20-minute car chase in Rock County ends in the arrest of a man police say was involved in a death. Last night, officers spotted the known suspect near the intersection of Crosby Avenue and Riverview Drive in Janesville. After trying to pull him over, investigators say the driver took off. Officers tried using stop sticks to deflate the tires. Eventually, police disabled the car in a field. Chad Bobzian faces charges of fleeing an officer, endangering safety, false imprisonment, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Police say he's connected to a 2019 drug overdose death. A State Line woman is shaken after a group of suspects steal her irreplaceable items. She says a man distracted her at her front door while others snuck in and robbed her. Michelle Rave spoke with the victim and police, who say this could have been prevented.
I just can't believe somebody would do that. Right in the daytime and walk right in your house.
This shocking home surveillance video shows a 94-year-old Beloit woman being burglarized in broad daylight. The woman, who wished to not be identified, says it started when she heard her doorbell ring.
But I went to the door, he just opened the door and walked in.
Did you say you're working?
I'm working right over here.
She says the man in the yellow jacket claimed he was doing some work for her neighbors. He then starts pounding on her window to distract her.
And right over here, let me show you. Now all of this.
As 3 men sneak right in as her back is turned.
They pulled everything out of the safe. They threw it all over the floor.
The men took cash and thousands of dollars worth of jewelry from her safe. Beloit police shared this video as a warning for others.
They're pretty much professionals. They go from state to state. They will typically target elderly people or people that they can really build a trust. And they do that by looking like that they're someone legitimate, wearing stuff like a reflective coat. So people associate, a yellow vest, a yellow coat, and wearing a lanyard that, they must be legitimate.
The woman says she hopes police find the men responsible.
Oh, well, it breaks your heart. I'm just real sad about the jewelry. Like I said, the money you can replace, but the jewelry, and a lot of it was sentimental things, Some of, a couple of them were gifts, and like my wedding ring and engagement ring.
Reporting in Beloit for your home team, I'm Michelle Rave.
Nursing students take their learning outside the classroom to give nurses a break and help the community. Future healthcare workers from Rockford University volunteered at a COVID vaccine clinic for the Boone County Health Department. 25 RU students administered the shots at North Boone District 3. Instructors call it a great way for future nurses to feel like they're part of the community. Students feel like they're helping people get back to normal.
I was giving a vaccine last Tuesday, and a man had told me that he was so excited to take his lady out to breakfast, and it's just giving people a bright future, giving them something to look forward to.
Students say it's also hands-on experience they couldn't get over the last year because of COVID. A Rockford hospital that specializes in the health of women and children celebrates its grand opening. Swedish-American staff cut the ribbon at its Charles Street location today. The $55 million project creates 400 local jobs. The Women and Children's Center is complete with a level 3 NICU, maternal fetal medicine, private delivery rooms, and mom and baby suites. Swedish-American CEO says the hospital is especially important because of how specialized it is during what can be a life-changing experience for families.
Not all birthing outcomes are full of joy. That oftentimes, especially in a high-risk environment where you have a neonatal intensive care unit, etc., there are some families who experience loss.
The Women and Children's Hospital officially opens next Tuesday. Another state-line movie theater has plans to open for the first time since the pandemic began. Classic Cinemas Lindo in Freeport will reopen April 15th. COVID mitigations closed the theater last spring. Cinema staff say the building will enforce safety precautions to keep customers and staff healthy. More details will be released in the coming weeks. A low-tech tool clears the way for some high-tech learning. Rock Valley College used scissors to cut the ribbon on its new tech bus. The classroom on wheels will take lessons out to the community. It will park in places like school or church parking lots. Because of COVID, the rollout is limited. Eventually, capacity on the bus will be about a dozen people. Right now, it's being used to teach adults returning to the workforce. But administrators' main goal is to get kids excited about technology.
One of the things we know in education is that we need to get to youth early and often at a younger age. And so we're trying to find creative ways to do that so that they can have a better sense of their career direction by the time they get to high school.
RVC also plans to use the bus for financial aid workshops, admissions events, and virtual tours. Earlier this week, we told you several books written by famous children's author Dr. Seuss would no longer be printed. Reaction has been divided across the country and here in the state line. Ari Bruckman checked in with local educators who say the stories are a product of their time. Ari?
Absolutely, Mimi. It's actually become a topic of conversation for libraries and schools around the country. The question now becomes, what's next?
Dr. Seuss's books and lots of other books have been discussed. They are reflective sometimes of their times.
6 of the famous Dr. Seuss books won't be published any longer because of what some call racist and insensitive pictures. Amy Pfeiffer has worked in the Youth Services Department at Rockford Public Library for over 26 years. She says, like most public libraries, they don't censor material, but they do provide alternatives.
We offer a very great BIPOC and diverse materials collection. Also, libraries are doing things like putting book lists or bookmarks in books like the recent Dr. Seuss books, where they're insensitive portrayals of people and characters. So, libraries can be proactive in that way.
The publisher admitted the books written more than 50 years ago portray people in ways that are hurtful and wrong. Principal of Rockford Lutheran Academy Curtis Woodkey believes time can be a problem with all literature.
All literature seems to me as being a product of the era in which they were written. Let's realize how things are in our society today and look at things that were produced in the past, no matter who produced them, and use that so that we can come to a better understanding.
Woodkey believes this can be used as a teaching tool.
I think to be informed and to use that information as we teach children, as we work with children, and to help them gain a better understanding of our society right now and how we treat each other is the real key.
While you won't be able to buy any newly published versions of the book, there are still copies available online. 4 of the 6 books can be checked out at the Rockford Public Library. Mimi?
The U.S. Senate's gearing up for a long night as they vote on President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. Included in the current bill, $1,400 checks for some Americans. But who will get that money may be changing. Our Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson has more on the talks as he keeps you connected to the nation's capital.
Republican senators like West Virginia's Shelley Moore Capito say President Biden's COVID-19 relief bill is too expensive.
way too much spending and not as targeted to the people, the businesses, and the healthcare providers.
Capito says she likes elements like help for small businesses, money for vaccines, and funding to open schools, but still plans to vote no.
There is a whole $1 trillion that has extraneous expenditures, and honestly, I don't think meets the standard of rising to an emergency.
To make the bill more targeted, Democrats lowered the cap on who qualifies for a stimulus payment. Utah Senator Mitt Romney calls it a good start, but he's still not sold.
That the $1.9 trillion plan has good objectives, but it's massively misdirected. That a lot of the spending is not going to where it's needed.
Republican senators say only 10% of the bill deals with public health, but Democrats like Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer say it has the support of the American people.
More than 400 mayors and local leaders from both parties, Democrat and Republican, support the plan.
Since the bill is not expected to attract any Republican votes, all Democrats will need to support the bill in order for it to pass. In Washington, Rashad Hudson.
Now your first warm weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doom.
Today felt just a little bit cooler than where we were yesterday, but still right around where we should be for this time of year. Rockford barely squeaked into the 40s today, but now we're back down to the upper 30s, 38 in particular here in Rockford. The rest of the area stayed in the 30s all day, and that's where we are right now. 33 in Rochelle, 32 Belvedere, 36 right now up in Janesville, and most of the area is also seeing a little bit of a wind chill factor. For instance, this feels as though we're at 31 right now in Rockford, 26 for a current wind chill out in Freeport. So it is just a little bit chillier out there. As I mentioned, quite a bit chillier than where we were this time last night, anywhere from around 10 to 15 degrees cooler, in fact, than where we were this time last night. But the warm weather will return here before long. You can see all this warm air sitting out to our west. If we take a look at some of the high temperatures across the region today, 60s as far north as North Dakota and even parts of Montana. And we're separated from that warm weather by the stationary front right here. And the reason that we're getting a lot of this cooler weather is because we have this system of high pressure situated up to our north that's pushing down some cooler air down from the north, parking itself right over the state line. But as this system of high pressure moves eastward over the next couple of days, eventually this warm air will also be allowed to move eastward and get itself over the state line. So temperatures will be warming up here over the next few days. If we take a look at our Mercy Hill Skytrack, looking over the Park Hills Golf Course in Freeport, see nothing but clear sky out there, and the same goes for the entire area right now. No rain obviously anywhere near the state line. That same system of high pressure that we just saw situated up to our north, also keeping things nice and sunny and dry for pretty much the entire region today. Now if we take a look at with Futurecast, we're going to hang on to these clear conditions through the rest of the night. We could see even a little bit of patchy fog develop overnight tonight. Hang with us as late as early tomorrow morning. By the mid-morning, all of that should be burned off. Then we're just expecting another very sunny day here in the state line for our Friday. No rain in the forecast. We could see a few more clouds move in, though, late tomorrow evening heading into the overnight hours. Most of those should be out of here by Saturday during the day, though. So we're just expecting more of the same for Saturday. Just another sunny day then to kick off our weekend. And I want to continue Severe Weather Preparedness Week with some advice on something we see a lot of here in the state line, and that is thunder and lightning. So we're going to start to see thunderstorms return to the state line here within the next few weeks. So it's good to have this reminder when thunder roars, go indoors. So thunder travels about 1 mile every 5 seconds. So when you see lightning, you count 5 seconds. For every 5 seconds that you can count before hearing that thunder, that's 1 mile for, that's 1 mile that the storm is away from you. Now, when you can hear thunder, lightning is without a doubt close enough to strike you. Of course, thunder does dissipate as it moves across the landscape. About 10 miles is when you won't be able to hear thunder anymore, but you can still see that lightning. And this is why when you hear thunder, lightning is close enough to strike you, because lightning can strike anywhere from 15 plus miles away from that storm cloud. Also want to mention that heat lightning is a term a lot of people like to use for lightning that you can see, but you can't hear the thunder. A lot of people think that it's not as dangerous. There's really no such thing as heat lightning. Lightning is lightning. So if you hear thunder, see lightning, definitely get yourself indoors. Now tonight temperatures will likely be dropping back into the teens with the help of those clear skies. Fog developing overnight, burning off by early tomorrow morning. Most of the area should be back in the lower 40s for tomorrow. We're going to spend one more day in the 40s on Saturday, back in the 50s for Sunday. Best chance of seeing 60s comes on Tuesday. Mostly sunny skies for the next several days here on the state line.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lepper.
It has been a rough start to this hockey season for the Ice Hogs. The Hogs won only one of the first 9 games. Last night was a new low point when they lost 9-4 to Grand Rapids, and the game wasn't even that close. And Coach Derek King has a major dilemma. The Blackhawks want him to play Colin Delia. That's why Delia was recently assigned here by the Blackhawks. He wasn't getting any playing time in Chicago. He needs to play. But in his first 2 outings, Delia has been awful. The defense in front of him has been awful too, but Delia has also been awful. He's clearly rusty. Last night he gave up 7 goals in less than 2 periods of work. In his first game last weekend in Cleveland, he allowed 6 goals. That's 13 goals in less than 2 full games. You have to wonder too where Delia's confidence level is right now. He will get better in time. He's shown in the past he can perform well. But Coach King and the rest of the team might have to grit their teeth waiting for that to happen again. On paper right now, the Ice Hogs roster is the strongest it's been this season. The additions yesterday of Brandon Peary, Lucas Carlson paid immediate dividends. They accounted for 3 of the Ice Hogs' 4 goals last night. And there's Nicholas Bodine, who also joined the team in the past week. He had a couple assists last night. Those 3 guys alone will make a big impact as long as they're here, so there is some hope. But the Ice Hogs cannot continue to lose and look so bad doing it, or the Blackhawks might start taking a closer look at the coaching staff here. The NFL's new TV and streaming deals might not sit well with a lot of you. There are rumblings that Amazon Prime might have a deal with the NFL for exclusive rights to some Thursday night games. Amazon Prime has been streaming the Thursday night games for the past 4 years, but those games have also been shown on Fox and the NFL Network. If Amazon Prime gets its way, a lot of those Thursday night games will not be shown on TV. Many still will be, but there's a lot that won't be. So let's say the Bears or Packers are playing on a Thursday night and it's an exclusive Amazon Prime game. Then you'd have to become an Amazon Prime subscriber to see the action. Just letting you know it's coming. Amazon Prime is said to be offering the NFL a $1 billion to try to make this happen. That's my take. We'll be right back.
Look at our first one at Interactive Radar, sponsored by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Nothing but clear skies overhead. In fact, lots of sunshine over the next several days as temperatures continually warm out through the 40s over the next few days, getting back into the 50s by Sunday. Could even be approaching 60s by the middle of the week.
Definitely heading in the right direction. Thanks, Kevin, and thanks for watching. We'll see you again in a half hour.